Welcome to the Live Wealthy podcast with Dawn, where we are growing our wealth and our worth at the same time. You ready? Let's go. My name is Dawn. I'm a certified financial planner, a behavioral financial advisor, and the CEO of a multi-million-dollar wealth advisory firm called Relevé Financial Group. And today we're going to get real. So let's get real. What do we all want in life with our money and how we want to live? We all want the same thing. If you start peeling it back, we all want the same thing. What do we want? We want a combination of living free. We want security. We want to be happy. We want peace. We want joy, contentment, etc., etc. We all want the same thing. And you see, most people think that chasing more money will give them those things. Now, let me tell you something. Yes, more money is awesome. I'm not telling you to not chase more money, because having more money gives us some pretty cool things. It makes our life more comfortable. It gives us opportunities. It solves problems for us. But it's not about the chase of more money. The real secret is chasing time. Chasing your time and being aware of your time and how you are spending your time will ultimately give you more money, which gives you a better quality of life. Time is our ultimate currency in life. So this episode, I want to talk to you and have this real conversation about mastering your time, because when you master your time, that actually equals more money in the bank, which actually means a better quality of life. So if you want to maximize your wealth, stop chasing money alone and start mastering your minutes. Time is our real currency in life. You know, if you look at the combination of time and money, time is the only thing that's constantly, remember the song? Ticking, ticking, ticking into the future. Are any of you old enough to know that time keeps on ticking, ticking, ticking into the future, right? So time keeps on ticking and it keeps on decreasing. But our money, on the other hand, if money is done right, money can be done right for all of us, but if money is done right, it keeps on growing and growing and growing. So the concept of chasing more money doesn't give us more money. The concept of chasing we can't chase more time, but we can chase the appropriate amount of time and how we spend this most valuable currency we have to give us more money in life. In fact, the most ruthless clients and friends that I serve are the most successful, I should say, clients that I serve are the ruthless with how they protect and invest their time. Because you can always make more money, but you cannot make more time in life. So I need you to understand, and I want you to understand, because you can get to this beautiful place in life, though nothing's ever perfect. So let's be real about that. But you can achieve this beautiful place in life when we link our thoughts and our thinking and how we spend our time in alignment with how we spend and make our income. Did you know that we all as human beings make about 35,000 decisions every day? And those decisions that we're making impact our pocketbook and impact the quality of life that we live in today. 35,000 decisions. So what I do in my life, and I've implemented this for the last 2+ decades, is really making sure that I'm making good decisions around my time. It's not just about focusing on doing things and getting things marked off my to-do list. That's not the ultimate goal. It's about protecting and investing in time management. And when I really adapted this concept in my life And I didn't even realize I was adapting this concept in my life. But when I look back over the last 2 decades, I'm like, when did my income and my wealth really significantly grow? It's really when I protected my time. And, this isn't my quote, but Mr. Tony Robbins says this. I've heard him quote this, and this comes up in my life because I see people not behaving in this way, but I see people making mistakes around their 35,000 decisions they have every day. And so Tony Robbins quotes, most people major in the minor things in life. Most people major in the minor things in life. And he's 100% right. In my life, I've always said it a little bit different. I say most people focus on noise. They focus on in the noise. They focus all their attention and make decisions around the noise in life versus making decisions and majoring in the major things in life. We spend about 80% of our life in noise, just in the minor things in life. And I see it over and over and over again in my life when I'm dealing with people in my personal life and when I'm dealing with people in my professional life. Like the stuff we get caught up in is basically noise. And so if you can major in the major things and not major in the minor things and remove some of this noise in life, it's going to make you think differently, help you make better decisions, and help you gain the money that you need to have in your life to live and arrive at this quality of life where we all want freedom and security and peace and happiness and contentment. How do I achieve this in my life? Well, 2 decades ago, I decided to earn from my strengths and spend from my values. I didn't realize I was doing this, but I've decided to earn my income from my strengths and spend my time and my money from my core values. And when I fully got in alignment with this one concept, I'm telling you, more money came into my life. And it's a beautiful thing when you not just know this concept, but you implement it in your life. So spending my time and my money on my core values means in my personal life, having boundaries. What does that mean in my professional life? Well, I'm a small business owner. I manage a firm. There's 11 of us currently in the firm. And what that means is that I have had to create this environment where I hire people not to be an expense to my bottom line, but I hire people to actually be like they're an investment, okay, to my business. What do I mean by that? I mean that I hire people not just to do tasks. I hire people to think and make decisions. I already have 35,000 decisions I need to make. And I'm telling you, like, I can still make some shitty decisions in my life. We all do as human beings. But if I have 35,000 decisions to make a day, I need help in making other business decisions. So when I hire my team, what I've really had to do to focus on the major things and take out the noise is when I hire people and when we're having conversations with the people that I've hired, I really empower them to not just be doers and task masters. I need them to be able to think. I need them to be able to own decisions and to own their role in the business and to make good decisions. And so when I have people on my team, and it just happens because like I have to train them. So if I have staff that's coming to me that are wanting me to make the decision, I need to take a step back and say, no, I need to empower you to think and make the decision, because I, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, cannot be there to make everyone's decision. Everything doesn't need to roll up under my control. Okay. And I think this is so imperative for small business owners to understand that you need to empower your team to think and make decisions. And how do you do that? You lead by example. So if you have somebody in your life that, like for me, like I want to continue to grow my business, my revenue, not because I need more, because I want more money. Like who doesn't want more money? in their life. And so if I want more money still at my stage of 25 years in the business, then I need to be very protective of my time. And I cannot continue to grow this wealth advisory firm and to grow human beings and to grow my clients by doing it all myself. I need to empower people to think for themselves and to make really good decisions. And that is how I personally am able to protect my time for me to be able to make more revenue for the firm. And I know when I'm making more revenue, it's not because I have to, it's because I want to. Why? Because I want to empower my team. I want to empower my clients. I want to make more money for my clients. In order for me to do that, I need to protect my time and get out of the way. And I think this is super, super imperative for business owners to understand that. So how do we do that? We focus again on how we're spending our time, how we're spending our money on our core values. So you guys, I ask all the time to understand your core values. Understand your top 5 core values. I have it on my website. Like, go take the exercise, like do the core value exercise. It's free. Like, but not just do the exercise. Understand what those values mean in your life. Peel them back to 5 layers deep, where you're understanding what these values mean in your life. And that's how you spend your time and money. And if you find yourself out of sync by spending time that's not in alignment with your business core values and with your personal core values, and you're trying to make income that's not in alignment with your strengths, you become a bitch, you become crabby, you're a bad leader, all of the things. And then you're actually having less money in your life, which we all know less money means less of a quality of life. So understand those core values. And here's what I'm going to challenge you to do. I want you to look at your calendar. I want you to go back for the last 3 days and ask yourself how you spend your time. Like, do a time audit and really understand where you're spending your time. And I'm going to guess that 80% of your time was spent on noise. I am going to bet that 80% of your time is spent on those minor things in life that doesn't relate or that relates to your pocketbook. So if you're spending your time scrolling, which we all do, and there's nothing wrong with scrolling, but if you're scrolling during the day, like, shame on you. Like, there should be, I shouldn't say shame on you because that's not good, but you should have minimal scrolling during the day. Do you know that, like, we pick up our phone for news and media over 150 times a day? That's the average, 150 times a day. Like, just cut that in half and do 50 of it at night. But if you spend your day going, oh, well, I work out of my home and I don't have the water cooler talk. So you want to scroll, you want connection. We all need connection. I get it. I'm not saying to not scroll. What I'm saying is that the amount of time that you're scrolling, you're not even aware of. And so we scroll on our phone, we get distracted, we focus on gossip, we focus on negative emotions, like starting to compare ourselves with other people during the day, the workday. And I'm telling you, you probably spend 80% of your time. So if you are one that's not happy with the revenue of your business and you want more profitability in your business, that's on you. If you're one that you're an executive, and you want to grow your income too, focus on where you're spending your time, because there's a direct correlation. Let me say this again. There's a direct correlation between how you spend your time and what is in your pocketbook. So do this audit. And if you really want to maximize your income, maximize your revenue in your business, and have the time to learn how to minimize your taxes and all the other things, you need to spend your time focused on your core values, and you need to spend your time focused on growing your business or growing your career in alignment with your strengths. So if this resonates with you, you guys, I'm here to promote. I am doing my first live event in Scottsdale, November 6th and 7th. where I am bringing together small business owners. I'm bringing together executives. I am bringing together entrepreneurs that want an opportunity for 2 days to slow down, to stop and think, and to build your freedom number. This is a financial plan that you are building and implementing in 2 days where you can stop the overwhelm. You can make some really good decisions and you can help yourself live a more quality of life. Join me in Scottsdale at the Wealthy 360 event, where we are going to peel back everything about finances and you're going to make positive decisions so you can stop, think, and spend more quality time on the things that matter most in your life. So you don't become wealthy by chasing more money. You become wealthy by chasing what matters most. And it all starts with how you spend your time.